Sup guys, Squid here back with another video, and today I want to tell you guys how chasing a Fortnite skin accidentally turned me into a Splatoon addict. I first played Fortnite years ago, around 2017 when it was new and fresh. To this day, I still remember my first victory royale. It was 1 in the morning on a weekday and I was playing duos with my good friend. Dark room, roommates asleep, monitor lighting up my room, and my Xbox One fan quietly whirring. I'm whispering comms to my teammate. We were lost somewhere in the Wailing Woods, and bam! All of a sudden, we encountered the last opposing duo. After a brief shotgun shootout, we emerged scathed but victorious. Like an instinct, I stand up and shout, "Let's go!" Then quickly suppress myself, realizing that it's way too late at night to be this loud. That win, although the combat probably looked terrible, gave me pure gaming euphoria. Adrenaline pumping, I was shaking since I was not used to these tense gaming situations. It had been years since I was clutching up in Modern Warfare 2, and even then I was not used to it. I got my one win and stopped playing Fortnite as I was busy with other life obligations. I just needed to experience this cultural phenomenon that was the Victory Royale at least once. Fast forward to 2022 and I'm looking for a new game to play on my PC. I decided to give Fortnite another try, and damn, I was hooked. The building mechanic was so unique and very fun. I never grinded the game or played ranked, but I would play Save the World when I wanted to chill. I then started playing Battle Royale more and convinced my friends to give it a shot. It became a main game in my rotation, and soon I got sucked into the world of Fortnite cosmetics. Eventually, I learned about the Wildcat skin that was an exclusive for the limited Fortnite edition Nintendo Switch. And being someone who 1. Always wanted a Switch, 2. Loves collectible edition games and consoles, and 3. Wanted this skin, I decided to bite the bullet and purchase it from eBay from a reseller. It was pretty cool that an old version of the game was already installed, and I honestly thought the console looked really pretty. After updating, I played one game on the Switch and won. I was just so thrilled to have that Wildcat skin on my account. I now had a Nintendo Switch, but I didn't have any games for it. Breath of the Wild and Smash were some obvious go-tos, but I didn't know what else to get. My last Nintendo purchase was the Nintendo Wii, so it had been some time since I was around the Nintendo world. After looking through first-party titles for the Switch, I came across Splatoon 3, and I thought to myself, Nintendo made a shooter game? It's multiplayer? And it's 60 FPS? How in the world have I not heard of this? I went to my local store right away and purchased the game. I want to thank my past self for this decision because it was a good call. My first impressions of the game were great. The soundtrack was unique and matched the gameplay. The colors were fantastic. And most importantly, the gameplay loop was unique and fun. I started out by playing the single player mode, and shortly after hopped on over to multiplayer and I was hooked. Turf War was a lot of fun and it was both casual and competitive. I will say I could recognize some kind of engagement optimized matchmaking at play, but for the most part it didn't hinder my gaming experience. At first I actually disabled the gyro controls. Being someone who's been playing shooters on consoles for decades, I thought that I was better off without it. I played like this for a few days until I realized that gyro aim was the norm in Splatoon, and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage without it. I have never played any game that uses gyro control like this, and it was awful and awkward at first. I spent a few hours in the shooting range to get used to it, and then it eventually clicked. I could truly feel the aiming and shooting like I could with an Xbox controller or a mouse and keyboard, and I'm convinced that more games should use this feature, especially since the PS5 DualSense controller has this functionality. Gyro aim works amazingly well, and I recommend you try it if you can. For the next few months, I would play a little bit of Splatoon every day as it was so easy to play my Switch anywhere. When I wanted to chill, I would just play in handheld mode and hang out on the couch or my bed. If I wanted to play ranked and sweat, I would just dock my Switch and play on my 24-inch monitor using a Pro controller. A lot of the time, I found myself playing this game when I wanted to listen to podcasts and music. I really liked that I could enjoy the game any way I wanted to. The game offered a single-player mode, PvE and PvP, a tabletop minigame, and a whole gear system that is RPG-inspired. There are even competitive events for this game, which I think is awesome. To this day, I still find myself questioning how I was unaware of Splatoon. I call myself a gamer, but the Wii U just didn't reach me. Regardless, I'm still grateful I came across this franchise. It's no perfect game, but it was a game that was able to spark my excitement, which unfortunately doesn't happen often. I've played multiplayer shooters for as long as I can remember. Some of my favorite games are Halo, Gears, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Destiny, Siege, Apex, and Counter-Strike. In no world I would have imagined myself falling in love with a game like Splatoon, and it's even more ridiculous that it was all due to me wanting a Fortnite skin. The reason I wanted to tell this story is because this experience doesn't happen often for me in today's age of gaming. When it comes to gaming in 2025, it often feels like you need to have certain opinions about certain games, or play other games just for the sake of it being current. We see the largest content creators playing the same games even if they have no interest in it. However, in the case with Splatoon, I saw something on my own and decided to try it without any external influence. With so many games offered today, Splatoon somehow was able to pique my interest and I followed my gut. I don't know a single person that played this game. I have never even seen a video or discussion about it, and now I'm a massive Splatoon fan. Although I talked about Splatoon, I started out the video with a story regarding Fortnite. A lot of people could say I'm too old to play a game like this. I could care less. I'm not amazing at the game, but I sincerely appreciate its mechanics and universe. The Unreal 5 implementation is so beautiful. There are all kinds of game modes, competitive play, PvE, and community maps and modes. New seasons provide new maps to explore, weapons and equipment to use, and characters to meet and complete quests for. The point is, I insist that for the next time you guys are looking for a game to play, just pick something that seems interesting to you. Disregard anything that you may have heard about the game. Who cares what anyone else thinks? I'm someone who loves Doom, but I would try a game like Animal Crossing. Try what grabs your attention and develop an opinion on your own. You can't know you dislike or like a game until you've tried it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave your thoughts down below and like and subscribe. Peace.